Welcome to Manitoba Bushcrafting and Reviews. Today we're going to take a look back at my first video's item, and it is the Eureka Scenic Pass 4XT or 4-person tent. Right now we got it just a little bit open, just ventilate. I thought we'd go back to this tent because it's going on, I don't even know anymore, like a lot of years that I've had this tent. And yes, it has been damaged since I purchased it, and it would have been nice if the material for the fly was ripstop, but it isn't. But even so, like the other night, not last night, but the other night, it was a really bad thunderstorm, tons and tons and tons of rain, not a leak at all, not one leak. The wind was so strong when we had our stuff out and airing out, it literally pulled all the pegs, all the guy line pegs, and flipped it upside down. It was hanging on by like one peg, and I ran and caught it. The winds caught this thing before, but that was my own fault. I didn't have it pegged down, and it was windy, and it rolled into a minivan and snapped one of the poles, so I got the pole replaced. And then this issue that I showed in the previous video, where since it's not ripstop, and after a while the fly material does get a little, how do you say, weaker, a little bit weaker. But yeah, I had these pegged out way tight, and it ended up tearing. So I taped it. I've never put pegs in these side pegs on the fly, and it seriously, it's a really nice little tent. I think they're still going for like 200 bucks. Somewhere around that price range. You can also get it in a 2-man tent. It's the exact same style and design as a 2-man tent. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know because it can handle the rain, it can handle the wind. It seems to be bomb-proof because we used it a lot. It's been well used. It's almost time for a new one. And I say that just because the mosquito netting is starting to get little pinholes and stuff in it. Mosquitoes are working their way in. But for how hard we've used it, that little rip and a couple holes in the screen the size of a needle, basically, maybe a bit bigger than that, like a nail. I've had no problems with this tent. Yeah, and I think they're going around $230 at Canadian Tire, if you can find them in Canadian Tire anymore. But last I checked, it was about 230 bucks. It's got a front vestibule and a rear vestibule, and they're big enough that you can fit a pack in there. I usually lay a tarp down right where the door is open here, and just lay my pack on it so my pack doesn't get soaked if it starts to rain. 90% of the time I use this tent, I did use a ground tarp with it, but the last 2 times that we've used this tent, I did not, because my tarp is, I don't know where it went, just disappeared. It does come with cheaper pegs, just these standard tent pegs, and they bend and stuff like that, so it's not the greatest pegs. But yeah, overall I'm really pleased with this tent. Check it out again. That's a Scenic or Eureka Scenic Pass 4XT. There is a 2XT with 2-person one available, and I'm pretty sure that one's like sitting around just over 100 bucks for the 2-person. So check them out. Okay, if you like the video, click like. If you want to share, hit share. If you want to comment down below, comment down below. And definitely give the video a thumbs up, because we are lacking on thumbs up on this channel. So yeah, see you guys later.